It's 2:47 in the morning. You have work tomorrow. You're exhausted. Your eyes are burning. And yet here you are. One more video, one more scroll. Just 5 more minutes, you tell yourself, but you said that an hour ago. If this sounds familiar, I need you to understand something. Your brain isn't being lazy. It's not a lack of discipline. And you're not addicted to your phone in the way you think you are. Before we go deeper, comment below. What time did you finally fall asleep last night? Because if you're watching this, you already know something's off. What's actually happening in these late night scrolling sessions is far more profound than boredom. Your nervous system is making a calculated decision. And once you understand what it's protecting you from, everything changes. Let's talk about what's really happening inside your brain right now. When you reach for your phone at night, you're not looking for entertainment. Here's what's actually happening. Late night scrolling isn't about seeking pleasure. It's about avoiding discomfort. And there's a big difference. Think about when this happens most. It's not when you're bored during the day. It's at night, right before sleep. When your mind starts to wander and uncomfortable truths start creeping in. That moment right before sleep, that's when the distractions of the day fall away. Did I say the right thing today? Am I where I should be in life? Why do I feel so empty? And your brain says, not tonight. I can't process this right now. Give me something, anything else to focus on. Let me tell you about someone I'll call Maya, 38, graphic designer. Every night, same pattern. Gets in bed at 10 p.m. with the best intentions. Opens Instagram just for a minute. Next thing she knows, it's 1:59 a.m. and she's watching videos about deep-sea creatures she never remember. But here's what Maya realized that changed everything. She wasn't scrolling because the content was interesting. She was scrolling because the moment she put her phone down, a specific thought would surface. Is this all there is? That question terrified her more than any amount of lost sleep. Because if she actually sat with that question, she might have to admit that the life she built, the one that looks perfect on paper, feels hollow. And that admission? That would require change, real, uncomfortable, life-altering change. So instead she scrolled. Here's what most people don't realize. Your late-night scroll isn't a bad habit. Psychologists have a term for this: dissociation. It's when we disconnect from our present emotional state because it's too overwhelming. And your phone? It's the fastest dissociation tool you have. Your amygdala, the part of your brain that processes emotions, is trying to signal something important. Maybe it's loneliness. Maybe it's grief you haven't processed. Maybe it's the weight of pretending everything is fine when it's not. But your prefrontal cortex, the part that keeps you functional, makes an executive decision. We don't have the capacity to deal with this right now. Let's find a distraction. And honestly, sometimes that's the right call. Sometimes you genuinely don't have the emotional bandwidth to process what you're feeling. Problem isn't the scrolling itself. The problem is when it becomes your only tool. So let's get specific. There are 3 types of late-night scrollers, and each one is avoiding something different. Type 1, the silence avoider. When everything goes quiet, the thoughts get loud. Thoughts about whether you're enough, whether you're doing enough, whether anyone would notice if you just disappeared for a while. You fill every moment with noise because silence feels like drowning. The podcast while you cook, the TV while you work, the scroll before you sleep. Because when the noise stops, you have to face the fact that you don't actually like being alone with yourself. And that realization is devastating. Type 2, the time fugitive. You re-scrolling through other people as highlight reels while your own life feels like it. Zen pause. Everyone else seems to be moving forward, building, creating, connecting. And you're just here, watching, waiting for your life to start. Except it already started. It's happening right now. And you're missing it because you're too busy watching everyone else live theirs. A Harvard report on loneliness found that 65% of lonely adults feel fundamentally disconnected from the world. And where do so many of us go to numb that feeling? Right here to the screen, type through the loneliness numbler. And I don't mean the "I wish I had more friends" kind of loneliness. I mean the existential kind. The kind where you're surrounded by people but feel fundamentally unseen. Where you have hundreds of connections but zero true intimacy. Where the version of you that exists online feels more real than the one that exists in your bedroom at 2 in the morning. You post, you engage, you perform connection. But when the lights go out and it's just you and your thoughts, the emptiness is suffocating, so you scroll. Because scrolling feels like being with people without the risk of being truly known. Which type are you? Comment below. no judgment, just awareness. And here's where it gets complicated. Because while scrolling protects you from immediate emotional discomfort, it also prevents the processing that needs to happen. Sleep science tells us that REM sleep is when our brain processes emotional experiences. But when we delay sleep by scrolling, we're not just losing rest. We're losing our brain's natural therapy session. Those difficult feelings you're avoiding, they don't accumulate. They accumulate. And eventually they overflow, usually at inconvenient times. A random Tuesday when someone asks, "How are you?" And suddenly you're crying in the bathroom at work. The question isn't, "How do I stop scrolling?" The question is, what am I not allowing myself to feel? Because I'm not going to stand here and tell you to just put your phone down and sleep. That's not helpful. That's not how nervous systems work. Instead, I want you to try something different tonight. When you feel that urge to scroll, pause, just for 10 seconds, and ask yourself, what am I avoiding feeling right now? You don't have to fix it. You don't have to process it all tonight. Just name it. Give it language. I'm avoiding feeling lonely. I'm avoiding feeling like I'm not doing enough. I'm avoiding the fear that I'm wasting my life. Because neuroscience research from UCLA has shown something powerful. When you put feelings into words, when you simply name what you're experiencing, it reduces activity in the amygdala, your brain's alarm system. You literally calm your nervous system just by acknowledging what you feel. And here's the deeper truth that nobody talks about. Maybe the reason you can't sleep isn't because you're re-scrolling. Maybe you're scrolling because something in your life needs to change, and your body is trying to tell you. Maybe the job that looked perfect on paper is draining your soul. Maybe the relationship you're in feels more like roommates than partnership. Maybe the person you're pretending to be on social media is so far from who you actually are that you don't even recognize yourself anymore. Late night scrolling isn't the problem. It's the symptom. It's your nervous system waving a red flag saying, something here isn't right. Something needs attention. So tonight, when you find yourself scrolling at 2 a.m, remember, you're not weak. You're not broken. You're not lacking willpower. You're a human being with feelings that need to be felt. And sometimes the bravest thing you can do isn't to push through. It's to stop, to put the phone down, to sit in the uncomfortable silence, and to listen to what your heart has been trying to tell you. Because on the other side of that discomfort, that's where the real you lives. The one who doesn't need constant distraction. The one who can sit with themselves without running away. And that person, they're worth meeting. Tonight, when you reach for your phone at 2 a.m, try something radical. Name the feeling first. Out loud if you need to. I'm avoiding loneliness. I'm avoiding failure. I'm avoiding the quiet. You don't have to fix it tonight. Just acknowledge it exists. If this video made you feel less alone in your 2 a.m. scrolling, do me a favor, share it with someone who has also been just checking Instagram at midnight. Not because I need the views, but because somewhere right now, someone thinks they're the only one doing this. And they're not. And if you want more psychology that actually explains what you're living instead of judging it, follow this channel. We're building something different here. No quick fixes. No shame. Just the truth about why we do what we do. The feelings you're avoiding don't disappear. They wait. See you next week. And tonight, maybe try sleeping instead of scrolling. Your future self will thank you.